how does my IRA or 401k impact my Social Security payments and my tax situation, right? So we should talk about this, but I think the first thing we want to kind of just talk about first, which is in general, these tax exempt accounts or these tax-free accounts. They're only tax-free when you're putting in the money. When you take it out, they are treated like ordinary income. Okay, I have seen some videos of other folks who claim that you're going to get capital gains treatment, or that you've already somehow been incurred the cost of taxes. That is absolutely not true. You were given you were given some amount, depending on what year you put the money in, that made that money exempt from taxes. And so I think the most recent numbers are much higher than they probably were 10 or 20 years ago. But the bottom line is you've got some money sitting in there, and that money, when you take it out, is going to become taxable. And because it's taxable, if you take out, if you start to exceed certain thresholds, particularly if you're a single person, if you start to exceed more than 25,000 adjusted gross income, you're going to start to see your Social Security become taxable. So it is very, very important to think about what your plan is to take that money out. Now, I have a lot of people that I work with who would rather not take the money out and leave that to children and other beneficiaries. That is certainly an option, right? But if you need to take that money out and live on it, then you need to think a little bit about to what degree you want to pay taxes, because you could get into a situation where the taxes are large enough that they start to eat away at your Social Security benefit. And what I mean by that is that you are getting a check for Social Security. It's not going to change, but what will change is that you are going to have an IRS payment that you're going to have to make on a yearly basis or a quarterly basis, and that IRS payment is going to start to hurt, particularly if you're taking out sizable amounts from those accounts. And that is true even after being 59 and a half. So you want to think about that and you want to plan for it. We'll be talking more about this. There are two other topics on this that we need to get to, which are required minimum distribution. And, the question is, is it worth waiting until you're 70 to get the max payout from Social Security? So we'll cover those two next, but wanted to make sure that we covered this one.